What's going on, guys? Your boy Elroy here. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. It's Matt Madness Day, but today is just not any Matt Madness Day. Today we are recording episode 100. Wow. I've been with Matt Madness for about 8 to 10 months now, and it's everything I ever wanted to do when it came to podcasting. It's exceeded my expectations. I believe that we are some of the best in the game right now, and it's only a matter of time before the world knows about us. And this is just the beginning. You guys will see. I don't have to talk anymore. See you there.
I've been in the hills, fucking superstars, feeling like a pop star. Drinking Henny, bad bitches jumping in the pool, and I ain't got on no bra. Hit her front or back, pulling on the tracks, and now she screaming out no more. They like Savage, why you got a 12-car garage and you only got 6 cars? Cocaine on the table, liquor on, don't give a damn. Don't choke up and this whole goofy shit, just tryna get in. Saying I'm with the band.
What's up, Prep?
It's a great show.
How's it going?
Great, man.
Good to see you.
Great to see you. Mr. Sexy. What it do?
Never not posing.
Never not watching NXT.
On time?
This is good because I didn't
Great
think...
minute?
Yo, look at that head of hair.
That's crazy. I was gonna wear a hat, but I kept the hat on for you.
Back to the Matt Madness Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Ron Pashery. We are here with the 100th episode.
Yeah.
I am here this week with a hell of a cast of characters.
Don't forget anyone.
Yeah, I'll try not to. I am here with my very good friends, Ek2 Fly, Eric Trembicki,
100.
Mr. Sexy Punakana, then now forever, C. Kane Joe Rottermill.
Making your knees weak 100 times over, baby.
Preptagon Jr., Josh Prep Iguina.
What's good?
Mr. Wednesday Night Live, Alo Aaron Lloyd. We call him Alo. The ladies call him Alo. We have the babyface, Ronald Lloyd. First appearance ever on the show. Only took 100 episodes to get him here.
Yes, but I did make it here, so thank you for having me.
You did. I'm glad to have you. And the godfather of the podcast, Joe Lafferty. Welcome, everybody, to episode 100.
One thing, Ron.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Volkov requests that you all please rise and show respect while he sings the Soviet Union National Anthem.
Hela la västnis väst haja fa och bakåt och boloska hela la västnis väst haja fa så så sevde så så voda västnis väst haja fa
Russia, number phone! Iran, number phone! USA, ha! Boom!
We'll start with the godfather of the podcast, Joe Lafferty. I want to thank you for still being my friend for 33 years after we first met in kindergarten. Thank you for still loving wrestling as much as you do. I want to thank you for inviting me to the Royal Rumble in 2015, pushing me to write for TJR Wrestling, because without those two things, none of us would be sitting here doing this right now. I'd like to thank Dennis, who's not an on-air talent, but I'd like to thank you for basically inceptioning the idea of doing a podcast to me. I want to thank you for believing in my ability more than anyone else does, having endless patience and persistent encouragement to combat my relentless self-doubt, for your encouragement to everybody else on the show. So thank you, Dennis. Eric, I want to thank you for being a loyal friend and co-host. I want to thank you for being a contrarian at the times when no one else will. I want to thank you for contributing thoughts and ideas that very often make me think of things in a way that I haven't before. You make me rethink things more often than most people do. I want to thank you for having hair so good that it makes up for me not having any. Also for introducing me to Aaron. Aaron, I'd like to thank you for being so unbelievably dedicated and prepared every week. I'd like to thank you for having so much passion for the show, for coining so many of our callbacks and catchphrases on the show. I'd like to thank you for laughing so hard at my rants and jokes. And I'd especially like to thank you for being the Dave Meltzer of the Post Office Dirt Sheets. Joey, I first have to thank you for buying those 3 sizes too big vans in 1998. That initially won me over and made us friends. Always without fail, making me laugh during the intro every single time. Going through unbelievable work hours for 2 years to be here.
Waiting on Balo.
I'd like to thank you for always knowing when to slide in a joke and always saying something ridiculous that calms me down when I'm heated. And of course, for being so damn sexy. Prep, I would like to thank you for being the final piece of the Matt Madness puzzle, for your new and different ideas on progressing the show and adding new content, for chronicling Matt Madness from behind your camera as you are doing right now, for your engagement on social media, always knowing when your pitch is coming and knocking it out of the park, and of course for leading the crusade against vegans of the wrestling world. I don't know you as well as all these other guys. We haven't had the opportunity to get to know each other that well yet. But I want to thank you for something. You probably don't think of this, you probably don't realize it, but your listener questions in the early weeks and months of this show helped develop like the conversational style that we've grown into. And so you played a bigger part in Matt Madness than you probably realize. So thank you as well. So for that, I thank all of you for being here with me doing this every week. I thank you guys listening, but so salute.
Salute.
2017.
As a whole.
The stars, the main big stars of 2017, that's been my major disappointment and the thing I hate the most because we lost Finn Balor. Nakamura comes to SmackDown. I liked Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. They fixed them recently. But the things that we were looking forward to that we would thought save the WWE, make things good, they didn't.
He's such a jerk off. He trains them in NXT and promotes them, and he's this big hero. And then in the spotlight, he steals it. He steals it from them. He's an asshole and a dickhead.
Not the very most PG episode for that.
So after 100 episodes, we finally get the explicit sticker.
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, what they're doing
Mr. McGee's spinning.
is absolutely wonderful, and they will not shine. It's going to be about Shane and Daniel Bryan. Prep, I love that you hate Zack Ryder. It's so good.
Do you know the origin of this?
No, I don't. I need to know.
Oh, man. So,
Step away. Like I thank you for all the entertainment you gave me when I was a kid in the 80s. Thank you for all the entertainment you gave me in the 90s when I was coming of age. Thank you for being arguably the greatest character ever on TV as Mr. McMahon. You know, thank you for those things. But, like, go away. Go away.
This is a terrible
Oh, my. I don't even have, like, words for that. Ronnie versus the world. Vince McMahon, go away. It's time.
I don't know if you hated this week, but that was great.
I did hate it. See, yeah. I think it's so awful.
That was great.
It's such a waste of time, and they could do something better with her than that.
I agree with that. Richard pointed that, but that was great. Just like he was naming all the cruiserweights, and he pops up Nia. And Drew Goodlike being so... He has no idea what's going on because he's so bland. Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh, Nia Jax cruiserweight? Good idea. It's so great, but he had Nia on his mind the whole time. I thought that was great.
The throne is waiting for King James. Like I said, we have 100 more episodes to get it done. My goal is before episode 200, we have sat down at the throne with LeBron James.
LeBron, I don't have an invite for you, special invite for you this week, but just get here, please. and like I noted earlier, if you want to embrace the match, you can do so at whatamaneuver.net. And if you're tired of the same old wrestling tees, go to colinella.com. Use promo code MattMadness for 10% off your order.
That is 100 episodes in the book. Ek2 Fly Eric Trembicki. For Mr. Sexy Punakana, then now forever CK and Joe Rottermill. For Preptagon Jr., Josh Prep Iguina. For Mr. Wednesday Night Live, Alo Aaron Lloyd. We call him Alo. The ladies call him Balo. Thanks once again to the babyface Ronald Lloyd and the Godfather Joe Lafferty. I am Ron Pashery, and we will see you next week.
I'm just getting back home from recording the 100th episode of Matt Madness. I'm in my car. I'm in front of the apartment. It's about 1:30. I gotta be up for work at 3:30, but I think that may have been one of the best episodes we've ever recorded of Matt Madness. Even with like 8 people in the room, we're gonna keep doing our thing and expect a lot more content in 2018, especially in January with everything that's gonna go on in Philly. Thank you so much for checking us out. Too sweet.
You're just like a rock star.